I'm sitting this morning at the kitchen table, nursing a cup of coffee. I yawn, my eyes still groggy. I couldn't sleep last night. I tossed and turned, unable to stop thinking about this obsession with Dominic that's taken hold of me. I know this will all end badly. He's not from my world, and before too long he will be returning to his, no doubt in relief at putting these hedonistic heathens behind him. Nicholas and Laura are assimilating into our world day by day, but not Dominic. I sense his deep reservations about our way of life. I try to see things from his perspective. I know he believes in monogamy. He was faithful to his wife for 5 years, even though she wasn't the right person for him. Every time I think about him being faithful to her, I feel both jealousy and envy. I'd never thought about or wanted a man's fidelity before, because in this world, it's an impossibility, unless one joins a cult. However, once the idea takes hold, it doesn't leave me. What would it be like to have a man faithful to me? Not just any man. Dominic. Good morning. I look up to see the very person I've been thinking about. His hair is ruffled, and there's circles under his eyes as if he too hasn't slept well. Good morning. He makes himself a coffee and comes to sit beside me. I decide to take the bull by the horns and ask him the burning question. Nicholas and Laura are playing sexually, but not you. Why? No answer at first. Then he growls, "You know why."
Lainey's hand has remained in mine throughout the ceremony. As we stand, she wipes a surreptitious tear from her eyes. A crazy idea enters my mind. What if we were to become mates in a ceremony just like today's? Then I'd discard the idea as selfish. Why should I tie her down for life when I can't stay in her world? Surely she should be free to find a mate in the future. The thought of another man pledging himself to her makes my blood boil. No way. She's mine. It's a crazy idea, but now I'm desperate to do it. To make that pledge in front of everyone and claim her before I leave. I pull her to me, kissing her sweet lips, and wait as everyone files out of the room. She looks up at me questioningly. Lainey, will you go through a mating ceremony with me? I want to claim you as mine in front of the whole world. She looks at me wordlessly, then murmurs, even though we only have a month left together. Yes, I know it's crazy, selfish of me. But baby, please will you be my mate? Her eyes fill with tears. In a trembling voice, she whispers, yes. Then we're kissing, holding each other tight, never wanting to let go. Here you are. We pull apart at the sound of Mason's voice. He strides into the room, holding Kezzia's hand. We've been looking for you. Then he sees the tears on her face, and his expression hardens. What's happening? I've just asked Lainey if she'll go through a mating ceremony with me, I tell him. She said yes. He frowns. You can't be serious. I'm deadly serious. Lainey is mine, no matter what reality we're in. I want to claim her as my mate for all the world to see. She will never be anyone's mate but mine. Dominic, Mason lectures sternly, you haven't thought this through. In years to come, she won't be free to choose a mate if she joins herself to you. In years to come, she'll be mine. Always. Mason waves his hand in frustration. This is absurd. You cannot be mates if you're not together. Kezia puts her hand on his arm. Mason, let them, she says gently. They can be mates in spirit, if not in the flesh. Even apart, they'll know they're bound to each other. It's clear they both need to do this. Kezia's words seem to sway Mason. He looks at his sister inquiringly. Lainey, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, she says in a determined voice. Mason sighs deeply. Well, in that case, there's no time like the present.